Next time you're on the road, don't be surprised if you see a giant 4-metre-high kookaburra sitting beside you in traffic. Yes, you heard that right. Take a look.
Give me a home among the gum trees.
A big bird nesting in a Bellbowrie home. It's hard to miss, but if this kookaburra's size doesn't grab your attention, maybe this will. Weighing 750 kilograms, towering 4 metres above traffic.
Been around the world a couple of times or maybe more.
Don't be alarmed if you see this cackling native motoring around the streets of Moggle.
Total jaw drop, bomb. Oh, some people don't think that they have seen such a big. They go, oh, what was that?
AIHEARU for our area. You are in all body.
Very true, very true.
They are all in hello those who have get problem then
Very true. Very true.
many who find happiness and no real other in body.
Very true.
But more of us get another and people in time of the
That's very true.
how when we get there.
Oh, you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a Zoom session on next Friday at 7 p.m. our time, which actually spend 1 hour for those that are interested to understand what is it that I do with my mind. But I give you one example. I get up in the morning, I have a sore mouth, I've got a cut, cheek under my teeth because when it is swollen, goes in between the teeth. Then I get up and I have got to a lot of medication. I go through sonotherapy, then I do my other things. Then I've got to sit by breakfast with the mouth that I can't eat anything. And sometimes, these type physical challenges makes too much. But I don't get up in the morning to think of myself as a sick person. I get up with the sunrise saying that sun is shining. As long as sun is shining, there is a power overarching everything. And even after the sun dies, still that it continues. Another sun. When there is the rain, I celebrate the rain. I celebrate the trees, the birds. So I don't get up in the morning with the mindset that, what am I going to do? I'm going to be sick. I'm going to die. No, I'm just, I'm okay where I am. And then, yes, of course, I have a journey to heal myself if possible, but that's not in my hand. I can do the best medication, best doctors, but at the end of the day, life and death and any other type of accident, they're not random. They come from the universe to us as a gift. And our response to that is what makes us who we are. My response to the challenge is that, okay, welcome. I've made friendship with pain, friendship with the injections, friendship with not being able to speak or talk because of the ulcers, friendship with losing my balance and falling on the floor. I've made friendship with all of these challenges because they're all good. There's nothing wrong with those things. So all of a sudden, between them, I feel people come to see me. You look very good. You seem very happy. You got a lot of energy. Yeah, of course I have. Because I didn't waste my energy thinking of all those bad things. My energy is always on something to find, to celebrate, to enjoy. And happiness or sadness. But happiness is an art. It's not the real thing out there. You never see happiness as a tangible, objective thing. What's happiness? Happiness is an art, again, that you learn to be happy. To learn to be happy with whatever life presents to you, and then move on with the rest of your life story, which is very limited. We are living here for 90 years, 100 years, 60 years, 50 years, doesn't matter. It's very little time, and eventually it's coming to stop. And this little time that we have is meant to taste this life, experience it, appreciating. And the more we get challenged, the more we get tested and challenged, more refined we become, more spiritually aware we become. We become more aware of other people's pain, right? So when at night I sleep, I don't go to bed and say, oh, I'm going to get it. No, there are millions of children in Afghanistan, in Iraq, in Iran, in Syria. They're suffering with biggest type of misery. They're in hunger. They don't have enough clothing. They don't have home. They're war-torn. And so there's so much sadness out there. Why would I make my sadness as something bigger than anybody else? No, I'm just one like millions of people who are suffering. And then if I want to spend my life helping somebody, that's a good thing. But if I'm worried about what happened to me, so hey, whatever. Eventually I'm going to die anyway. So that's my response. And I tell you, Anand, you're a good example yourself. With all the challenges and the disabilities that are around you, you manage to communicate, you manage to be effective, you manage to be a positive force, and I congratulate you for that.
Then people with a problem, really hopeful for a solution.
Yes, yes.
But unfortunately, the problem is getting worse.
Yes.
How would be the situation?
Yeah, it's very easy. See, the problem comes, I want the problem to be solved. No, I don't want it to be solved. I want to experience the problem. And when the way you are experiencing your problem, you're showing an example of great soul, great mind, who bypasses every challenge to make communication, isn't it? So instead of you try to say, first I've got to fix this or that, no, nothing should be fixed. I need to do what I have got to do regardless. When I get up in the morning, I've got to do things. I've got emails to do. I've got messages. I've got people that I have to look after. I've got patients that they need someone to talk to them. And I go there. So I don't hesitate. Why? Because the problem is only a problem if you perceive it as problem. That's all. If you perceive something as a problem, it is a problem. And when you go for a solution, it gets even worse because you perceived it as problem. And the matrix of this world is such that when you reject something, it comes back to you. Okay, bring the problem to me. Say, for example, in my case, I've got a problem of sickness. I've got a tumor, Okay, that's not a problem. Problem is how my attitude is going to react to this. So my problem is my mood. I need to have a good mood. I need to have a positive mind. That's the real problem. Sickness is given to me as a gift. Then the rest of it, I build up myself. I create my spiritual energy. I create my detachment. I develop my mind to be more and more spiritually oriented. I can sit between the two worlds, the material and the spiritual, and look at the both sides and say, okay, I'm here. Who wants me there? I don't care. I'll be going there. And then if I'm supposed to stay here longer, okay, somebody else make that decision. But the rule is that I need to follow physician's advice. That's a rule. And I just go with that. Not because I want to solve that problem, because I've got to do that. I've got to go to the expert physicians, get the best advice, best medication, Okay, but that is only a response to people saying, oh, you should do this, you should do that. My children, my wife, my grandchildren, nobody wants me to go away. So they're holding me. Hey, okay, fine. I'm around. I'll be okay, So you perceive something as a problem, that becomes a problem. You perceive it as a challenge, and I'm going to experience it. I'm going to do what I've got to do alongside with this problem. That becomes a blessing, because you become more powerful, more strong, more spiritual, more resilient, more detached. What else do you want in life? These are the qualities that we live for. Here you go.
Would you like to share a message with our viewers?
Yes. My message would be, learn the art of happiness. Happiness is not something external, objective, material. Happiness is something within us that we need to nurture it. Small little things can make me happy. I get up in the morning and look at the birds, look at the sky, look at the trees. I feel I'm in a safe and in a spiritual state, and I'm happy. Now, this happiness has nothing to do with my state of health, my state of wealth, my state of position in the community. No. It only has to do how I interpret the world around me. And this world around me is not haphazard. It's created. This world around me, every subatomic particle of it is governed by the single law of coexistence, compassion, and development. So these things are not coming from material world. We are spiritual, and we need to learn to be detached and celebrate things that are spiritual. And that's my message.
How was your experience in the interview with AIHEARU?
I'm very humbled with your I'm humbled with your energy and with your abilities that makes you such a star in the show, because not everybody can do what you do. So I had a very, very pleasant experience, although I was supposed to in bed about an hour ago, but I don't feel like I'm tired. I feel I'm energized because I talked to you, Anand. So I very much value this time, and I look forward to have more connection with you. I'm very much fond of your dad, your mom, as well as most of your family. They have been close to me for 10 years in India, and Baba was closest person to me in India when I was in Lucknow and in Allahabad, in Kanpur, in Etawah. He was close, and your granddad, Dr. Munji, saved my life when I had a very serious motorbike accident in the villages in Etawah. I was brought to his dispensary almost half dead, and the hospital rejected to treat me because they thought that my knees were smashed like a omelet, and you got to basically go somewhere else. We can't treat you. Dr. Munji treated me in his own dispensary, right in the back. And in 2 weeks, I was walking, took me back to the hospital, said, hey, You know, they said, what happened to that guy who was basically dying? He said, here he goes, he's walking with me.
mm, yes, thank you so much for your behavior and motivation in you.
Thank you to you. Thank you.
Mm, mm. We are there for you.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
God bless. Ya Baolapa.